Okay.
Hello, everyone. We are here in another episode of Coffee with Aesthetics. Today, I'm your host because Joanna is in Brazil, living her good life. Just kidding, she's working. But yeah, I'm here, Meliana Chan. I'll be your host tonight, and I have Patricia here,
Hi.
our co-host, and Maria Gelo
Yeah.
from Monastery. Is it called Monastery Maid or
It's monastery. Yeah.
Monastery? Okay,
hmm
yes. Um, Tell me, Maria, how did you can you present yourself a little bit and tell us how you started with skincare?
Sure. I've always loved skincare, even when I was little. And I sort of got sidetracked by doing other things. And then I just sort of realized I should go back to school and do what I really want to do. And that happened later in life for me. But I think I had a lot of just practical experience with my own skin, friends, my sister, she
Wow.
struggled with acne. So things that I watched as I was a kid, things that I saw sort of Western medicine try to deal with and couldn't. Um, it made me very interested in skincare. And so some years ago, I said it's time for me to go back to school and do what I love to do. And so I did. And then I found myself working at monastery, which is probably like the dream job any esthetician could have. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm.
How long ago was that? Like when did
Six
you start?
6 years.
6 years
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
Oh, you have great skin. I know
Thank
how
you.
old you are,
Yes,
and
I told you how old
you
I was.
definitely don't look like your
A
age.
grandmother. You
Okay.
can say it.
Okay.
I don't hide my age at all. I just
Okay, good. Because some people are like more like, oh no, I don't.
no,
I'm
no,
really shy. I
no,
don't want to
no,
tell.
no. I'm 56.
Yes.
I'm happy to be 56
Yes.
and alive,
Happy?
doing and happy and doing what I love to do. And
Start the topic about like what is like less is more. Like what do
Mhm.
you think about that? What idea
Yeah,
behind that?
I mean, I think I came to that concept after years of doing more is more is more. Um, just as a young girl, as a teenager in my 20s and my 30s, I always felt like I was looking for that next product, the next big thing. I was trying everything. I was putting too much stuff on my face, basically. Um, I didn't really know that that was actually disrupting my barrier and hurting my skin. And I didn't know what was working, what wasn't working, what was inactive, what wasn't. So I felt like I was really just doing too much. And I think that would probably be the biggest problem I see in the treatment room when people come in and I'll ask them their routine and I hear that they're using 25 products in one day, or they're using, this cleanser and this exfoliant and this toner, and then there's active ingredients and all of those things. They're just disrupting their barrier. So I think for me, it all really started when I was pregnant with my oldest daughter, so almost 30 years ago. And my OBGYN kind of said to me, hey, listen, there's some ingredients that aren't that great when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if they're not good when you're pregnant, they're probably not good, period. And when I checked a lot of my products at home, all of these ingredients were in these products. And I started to question at that time, what did I not know? What was the background on these ingredients? Why were they in the products? And I started to kind of strip back. And I really
Nice.
just kind of went with like, gentle cleansing oil, gentle moisturizing oil, and occasional exfoliation. And my skin healed. Like it just started to feel like skin again. It felt healthy. I was happy. And I was like, I think I'm onto something,
Yeah.
And it evolved over time where I just really sort of paid attention to what I put on my skin. I didn't run out to buy the next big thing. I as long as my skin was happy, I didn't need to do anything to it. And so when I went back to school, I really kind of focused on that same philosophy. And that's kind of how I ended up at monastery because the founder, Athena, she ended up in the same place with her own skin journey and saw that, yes, less is actually more, and nutritional skincare is better for your microbiome. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can relate to that because I did have a lot of acne problems. Not too long ago, it started in like COVID 2020, and
Hmm.
I got like so desesperated that I started doing like pills
Yep.
after pills and
A
Yep.
lot
like
of
many
things.
pills.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
remember, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Hmm.
my skin did not get
No.
better.
No.
Like never. I was like, what's going on? I'm doing all these treatments and it's not getting better. And then when I started to like slow down and then do like more gentle stuff and like not
Hmm.
using too many acids, then my skin started to uh, be
Yeah.
better,
To
right?
heal.
But yeah, to
Hmm.
heal, right?
Yeah.
And that's yeah, that's why like I can relate. So
It's a common problem.
yeah,
I
that is
think it's one of those things where you feel like this is going to work and you want it to work
yeah,
and it just doesn't.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the skin needs time to heal. Doesn't need like
Hmm.
all that stuff.
Hmm.
So like what is like so right now what is your skincare routine? So since you're like
Hmm.
more on the simple side,
Yep.
um what is your what are you using right
So,
now?
I mean, I pretty much I keep it as simple as it
Mm.
can get. I splash some water on my face in the morning. Um, Once or twice a week, I might put some sort of antioxidant vitamin C serum on it, but I go with a um, oil soluble vitamin C. So I'd never use anything strong like an Elazorbic. I've had really bad reactions to it. I've seen a lot of clients have reactions to it, so I just kind of stay away. I will put on a moisturizing oil, usually Monastery's Gold Oil. I'll mix it with our aloes sometimes, which is just like a hyaluronic acid boost. And then that's it. I go to work. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even put on sunscreen when I'm in the studio all day. Like if I'm working all day, I'm indoors. I don't like to have that weight on my skin. If I'm outdoors, if I know I'm off for the day and I'm going to be out, then I'll put on a physical sunscreen. So that's my daytime. At nighttime, I wash my face with rose cleansing oil. And I have to kind of talk about the cleansing oil because when you're using a cleansing oil, it becomes like you massage a lot, you move the oil around a lot. That step alone of just the massage releases tension, relaxes you before bed, kind of calms the central nervous system, um, lymphatic drainage, all of those things. So I love cleansing oil for that aspect as well.
Mhm. Me too.
After I remove that, I usually put on again probably the gold most nights. Sometimes I will mix it with a glycolic, the XX. Sometimes I'll put a retinol on and then put the glycolic on. But we're talking about once a week for an exfoliation generally for me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Good.
Simple and easy.
Simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I feel like I need more, like let's say I'm traveling and I'm in cold weather or it's really windy or something, then I'll put a balm on top of the oil. But that's it.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I had a question here. What that was from Joanna, of course, and she was like, "What do you think about 10-12 step skincare routine?" I know why she asked that because she has a 10-12 step
Yeah.
skincare routine. And
I
yeah, that's why
know.
I asked your. Well, now I know
Hmm.
like your
I
opinion
mean,
more.
I think it's too much. I think if you're going to do 10 or 12 steps or even I've seen 18 steps, I think you have to really understand
What are you using?
molecular strength of your products really well, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to know what's going to penetrate, what's how to layer properly, what goes on first, second, third. And I think Joanna knows, but
Mm-hmm.
most people at
Don't
home
know. Yeah.
don't know. So a lot of times it's
Perfect.
wasted product
Mm-hmm.
because what they're putting on top of something else isn't actually penetrating through that product.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Hmm.
Yeah, when I get like a skincare for my clients, I try to keep like very simple too.
Hmm.
You know, if they wanna go like very basic. I'll do like 4 products and that's it.
Yeah.
And then if I want
Need to
to be
be
like more
easy. Mm-hmm.
complex,
Mhm.
like 5 maximum.
Yeah.
But yeah, over that, like over there is just too much. I
Yeah, most
think.
of my clients actually really appreciate the
Yeah.
simplicity of
Uh-huh.
it. And
Mm-hmm.
especially if someone's coming in completely unaware of what oils can do or hasn't used oils, a lot of times I really like to strip them down to a cleansing oil, moisturizing oil, and that's it. Like no exfoliation, nothing, because I really want to give their skin time to like heal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's the
That's
way
why
to
I
go.
don't like acids.
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah, they can be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can
Hmm.
be rough. Yeah,
Hmm.
I use like just a little bit, not too much now.
Hmm.
But
See, I
anyways,
prefer dermaplaning.
you
So,
prefer dermaplaning?
hmm so we
Mm,
do that at the studio, and I think if you have a regular regimen of dermaplaning, it takes
mm,
off the dead skin. Your
interesting.
products work better. You're brighter. You don't have to worry about kind of doing some heavy
Nice.
peels. Hmm.
So you don't do chemical peels in your spa?
Mm-mm,
Not at all.
mm-mm,
Just like dermaplaning
mm-hmm,
and products, like great
mm-hmm.
products from Monastery.
Yeah, lots of
Awesome.
massage. We do incorporate like microcurrent and LED.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Those work in their own way. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they definitely have a place in the studio, but I we don't really love the heavy peels. Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Oh.
So I see that you brought some samples from
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
I
Monastery.
did.
They're so cute. Can you explain? Can you tell us about it?
Well, I just picked some of my favorites, the ones that I tend to use all the time. Part of monastery's kind of ethos also is that you should enjoy your skincare routine. It shouldn't be something you try to do quickly in your bathroom in a second and then get to bed,
That's what
right?
I
Perfect.
do.
I would like to try.
Yeah, so if you enjoy the scent, if it feels luxurious to you, if it becomes a ritual that you look forward to, you'll spend more time doing it. It'll become more effective.
Mm.
And so, one of the reasons that I brought some of the samples is so that if you wanted to actually get the scent, you could. Because I think that's what a lot of clients actually comment on when they come in, like, oh, when I put that rose on or when I put that gold on or the attar, like it just, there's something about it. It just makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
So I think that I brought rose and sage. Those are our two cleansing oils. Rose is super gentle, good for
I
everybody all
love
the
rose.
time. Sage is has a little bit of exfoliant to it. So it's not something that a lot of people can use every single day, but it
Mm-hmm.
is nice to kind of throw in if you don't want to do a heavier kind of
Mm-hmm.
peel or exfoliant. Aloe is a hyaluronic boost. It mixes well with other things, or it can layer because it's really, really light. And as you know, hyaluronic acid brings water to the surface of
Mm-hmm.
the skin,
I
so
love
it can help with
hyaluronic.
hydration.
Perfect.
Gold is my absolute can't live without. You
Mm-hmm.
guys can fight over this sample later. No,
Okay.
I'll bring I'll bring you another sample when I see you next
Please.
time. I just this is like the most nourishing, most healing, most amazing moisturizer I've ever used. Like I can't be without it. And a lot of my clients who come in struggling with acne, I pretty much put them on a regimen of rose and gold, and
And
that's
that's
it.
it. Oh,
That's it. And
Wow.
they have to really work the product in. They have to massage because a lot of times I'm finding that even with acne, just that action of massage can help break down a lot of that cystic stuff that's just sitting underneath the surface. And it's bumpy, but nothing is wanting to come out. So if you're massaging, you can really sort of break up a lot of that underneath the surface.
very good to know. For
Mm-hmm.
me, it's new
Mhm.
because I don't
Mhm.
know nothing about this.
I know like the lymphatic drainage,
Yes.
facial lymphatic is good for like people with like acne because it
Exactly.
helps
Exactly.
inflammation, clear the
Yep.
breakouts. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then a lot of people like in school we don't. Uh, they teach you that you cannot really massage people like with acne, right?
Yes,
But maybe just like
because they
depend
don't
on the.
want you to irritate or,
Mm-hmm.
kind of open anything up. But I've actually found the
Even
opposite.
inflamed acne
Yeah, even inflamed
is
acne.
okay to do
Yeah, I
massage.
I mean, I think anything that's calming, and especially a lot of times when you have someone who has really cystic acne, they're already so nervous about it and they're really like anxious about it all the time. They're in this high stress mode. And when you're in this high stress mode, I mean, your sebaceous glands are triggered to produce more oil,
More and more.
right? And that's why you see it also like hormonally, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a stress response that happens in your body. But I think when you're really just kind of focused on massage and calming everything down, things start to kind of go away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you start to relax a little, you start to accept where you're at, knowing that you're doing the right thing moving forward, and things start to kind of even out. But I know they say not to do it, but it does really work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And then yeah, and then there's the tar. So this is another one that I really really love. It's more of a balm texture, and it creates kind of a barrier repair. So
Ooh.
it helps with, like I said, if you're outside and it's windy and pollution, dirt, smoke, those kinds of things. It just sort of helps your moisturizer sink in, and it creates kind of a barrier to the elements.
Good. We're
Yeah.
gonna have to fight for the
No, I
samples.
think it's going to be good for my skin because I have rosacea and I have melasma, so I have a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
that would be
things.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people have a little bit of
Mhm.
all of those things.
Yeah.
Rosacea can sometimes just be an indication of, just something, an, a reaction to something you don't know what it is. Like,
Mhm.
even dermatitis can be a reaction to just, something in the air or something, in your laundry detergent or shampoo. It's hard. You have to really kind of zero in on what could be causing a problem.
Yeah.
Joanne is
Nice.
there in Brazil asking some questions.
Where is she asking the questions?
Is she drinking coffee or something else?
At this time, she was supposed to be sleeping.
Ah, but she wants to know. Look her questions.
Oh,
I think it's the new ones.
oh yeah. How did monastery become so hyped so quickly? Like so
So
famous
it's not
quickly?
so quickly. I know people always think it's quickly,
It's
Mhm.
not
but
quick.
it's not quickly. If you ask Athena, she will tell you it's 20 years of hard work.
Oh, it's 20 years.
Athena's been an
Wow. It's not.
esthetician for 20 years.
Wow, too much.
So it's not overnight.
No.
Mhm.
When she went out on her own 10 some years ago, 10, 12 years ago, she didn't want to use any of the traditional product lines available to estheticians. She didn't really love them. She didn't love the fact that everything was focused on sales, sales, sales. Um, she wanted to work with oils. There was nothing out there that she liked. So she basically started mixing in the treatment room for her clients. And eventually they were like, well, can I take this home?
No.
So she ended up putting some in bottles for them
Mhm.
and letting them take it home. And a lot of them were sort of test clients. What did you think? How did this work? Did you like the scent? And she developed her line back then, right? Um, so that was probably 8 to 10 years ago. That was like the first real incarnation of having products in a bottle.
Mhm.
And one of her clients was like, you should really sell this. So that's kind of how that started. When I joined her, she was needing someone to come on. She was doing it all herself. So she did everything. Her husband, Brandon, makes all the products. Um,
Nice.
so it is a real, like, small family affair. Hmm.
Mhm.
And when I started, she needed to pull back a little bit and work on some branding and work on, things, new products back of the house. So I was able to take over some of the clients, which was great. And then we expanded into a new studio that was larger 2 weeks before shelter in place. So we actually were
Wow.
so excited. 6 months of construction on a new
Wow.
studio, and only to be told we had to shut down.
Mhm.
But I think there was a little bit of buzz about the products at that point. People were starting to write articles, people were talking about it, some makeup artists were using it. And so that actually, I think, is really what helped us get through COVID, because we turned to like, we were selling online. That's all
Yeah.
we could do at that time.
Yeah.
So it
So it
really,
works well.
yeah. So it doesn't, I think to some people they're like, oh my God, I'm seeing it everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. And we're like, mm, no, not really. Not that fast. It's
Yeah, it's
been,
not.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Um,
definitely
And I
not.
think that's normal for
Yeah.
any
yeah.
brand, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while
A
to get
long
there, and
journey.
then
Yeah.
all of a sudden everyone thinks it's out of nowhere, but no, it's a lot of work. And we went from honestly just, Athena and Brandon, and me coming on, and now we've got a team of like 12 or 14 people, which is fantastic. And that's all really within the last 6 years.
Yeah, 6 years. It's not quick, honestly.
Mm-mm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's right. Do you have any other habits besides skincare to keep your skin looking great?
Well, I've always stayed out of the sun.
It's always
Like
like
me.
Joanna and Patricia.
Yeah,
They are
like
like
me
they're
and
scared of
Joanna.
the sun.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, I remember my mom would say to us, "Go outside, get some sun. It's good for you." And I would burn. And I came
Like me.
inside
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "This cannot be good for me."
It's not gonna.
No, it's impossible to be
It's
good for us.
impossible, yes. So I was always the weird kid with the big hat, the big sunglasses,
Mm-hmm.
like I was
Yeah.
Hiding.
under the
Uh,
umbrella.
and t-shirts and a lot
Mhm,
of things. Yeah,
mhm.
like me.
Yeah, I just sort of intuitively felt like it wasn't good for me. And I think that really paid off in the long run.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we see it
Mhm.
now. We see it now, Natalie. Okay, so tell us like a little bit more about your spa monastery.
Mhm.
We know that like some celebrities go there,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Um, like how do you feel about it when you take like
I
a
know it's
celebrity
so
as a
crazy.
client? Like,
Yeah,
do
I
you get
mean,
nervous? Do you just
we
like
don't have a lot
pretend that
of
you're?
celebrities in San Francisco, so it's not like we're inundated. But celebrities who do live in the Bay Area do come in because I think they appreciate what we're doing.
Mhm.
It's it's very different from where normal spas tend to
Used
go
to.
to,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think they love that they can turn this over, read the ingredients, and know what everything is. They're not looking at something and kind of going, well, what does that mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do have like a holistic approach. We treat every client, you know, concerned about them. We
Mhm.
want them all to have great skin. So whatever it takes to get them there, sometimes we have to hand hold and look at all of their products, and sometimes it means kind of sitting down and explaining to them exactly how their skin works, because a lot of times people kind of are like, but oils are bad for your skin, right? I keep hearing oil free, oil free, oil free.
Mhm.
And I blame Neutrogena
Yes, I
or
hate.
whoever
Sorry.
back in the 70s who decided to market, oil free
Oil free.
Oil free.
Yeah.
products.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's why. That's how they market their
Yeah,
product.
and I think what it did was it got people thinking like, well, then oil must be bad. But I
Mm.
always kind of say to clients, well, your skin produces oil to
Mm-hmm.
moisturize itself. It doesn't produce water,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
It
Mm-hmm.
produces oil. Like it has a sweat aspect, but for the moisturization, it's oil. So obviously we know that it's a good product. Um, but anyway, yeah, we definitely we love all of our clients. It's fun when you get a celebrity come in. It's kind of like, oh my god. But
Mm-hmm.
Athena actually goes down to LA to give facials to
Um,
celebrity clients, especially
Oh,
like for Oscars prep and things like that.
yeah, I
So
saw
she'll
that.
fly down and set up and then have, a couple days where people come in.
So she goes to their houses or like what is?
Sometimes if it has to be that way, but most of the time they come to where like she'll set up a spot. She'll,
Oh,
have a
nice,
space
nice.
in a hotel and then they'll come and
oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice too.
Mhm.
She should open something in LA, right?
We've talked about it. I
Yeah.
know. I said I'm willing to go and open it. I think I'm ready for some sunshine.
Would you move
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I think it sounds like it could be a good opportunity
Weather.
and you market. I think we do great in LA. My 13-year-old is like, please, mom, I love LA. Let's move.
Mm.
Mm.
So I think she'd love it there.
Yeah, I
She's listening to
guess.
this
Yeah.
podcast right now going,
Is
yes.
she?
Yes, please.
Oh, for sure.
Awesome.
Uh-huh. She's like, that's what I wanted to hear.
I
Yes.
love there
See?
too.
All right, there's a
Mhm.
lot happening in LA.
Yeah.
And I do feel like there's an emptiness, it lacking kind of this type of spa, this type of studio
Mm-hmm.
in LA.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, hope to see you
And
in
maybe
LA.
you guys will do a
Yeah.
studio
Maybe, yeah. Let's
yeah,
see.
you
Oh my God.
never know. I could see a no filter Brazilian LA.
Yes,
The future.
hopefully in the future. Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
yeah, it's a lot of work.
Uh-huh.
We're still like baby steps, but
Mhm.
we'll get there.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. It's too super early, but like
Yeah.
hopefully.
You're on the right path.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, thank you.
No, it is. I
Yeah.
love coming in. What
Mhm.
part of the thing that keeps me focused and able to do my job is when I do, kind of take some time out for myself. So
Yeah.
coming in and getting lymphatic drainage massages is like makes my body feel like it's working properly so
Yeah.
that then
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
can then go ahead and do my job. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very grateful for you
Of
and then,
course.
your you being there with us. It's amazing. Yeah. Do you have any besides your skincare, your like natural simple skincare, do you do like any other treatment?
Mhm.
Like more advanced treatments?
I do. I
You-
do. I never ever thought about doing any of that kind of stuff. I was always really just focused on what I can do at home. And then age kind of comes to play, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, maybe I could use a little something. So basically, my feeling is this: once a year, I pick something. Last year, I did a microneedling treatment. My oldest daughter was getting married, and I was like, okay, I'll do a little microneedling beforehand. I love the results. I think you can really sort of feel that collagen production that microneedling can
I
give
love
you.
to.
It's great. I did the year before, I think I did in Clear and Brilliant, maybe.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Laser?
Yeah, resurfacing laser. And again, it was funny because I was like, well, okay, I see a little bump to my skin, not much, but a little bit. And the nurse who did it said, but that's because your skin is already good.
Ah.
Yeah. So you
It
can
was a
tell
She's
it.
like, so you're
compliment.
not seeing as much as someone else would see,
Yeah.
which I was like, okay, I get it. Okay, that's fine. I'll be happy with what I have. And I did an IPL, I think the year before that, where I, again, just kind of a little bit of redness, some broken capillaries. I try not to go overboard. I just am like once a year, just a
Yeah,
little
that's good.
something.
Really simple.
Mhm.
Really, you're like really simple.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I sort of
Mhm.
feel like what is my skin? What do I think it needs?
Okay,
And
good.
then I kind of target it that way. Yeah.
Interesting. Well,
Mhm.
well, now we know like you do like something else, but like it's
Yeah.
like really it's still like really simple
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
treatments for
I mean,
um
I think a lot of clients will come in and they'll be like, "Oh, you're gonna say I shouldn't do this," and I'm like, "No, no, no. Like, I think there's a place for all of it. Let's be honest. I think the advancements in lasers and where the pricing is, it's very affordable now. What it can actually accomplish. Why should you suffer with something if a laser can help take it away,
yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect.
Do you have any questions for
Oh, I
her?
have another questions from Joanna. Let's
From
check.
Joanna.
I think it's the same one.
Wait.
I think it's the same one. About the time. Uh, so it's only the same, Eliana. But let's talk about and water during all the day. Do you drink a lot of water?
I do. I probably not as much as I should,
Mm-hmm.
but I do drink tea all day.
Oh,
Oh,
so
good.
uh-huh.
Pretty much.
I love tea. I don't drink coffee.
Mm-hmm. That's good too.
I feel like it. I know I said it says coffee with the
No.
seventh part.
It's just the
It's really
name.
tea.
Yeah, tea with
It's tea.
aesthetics.
It's tea. Yeah, too much coffee is bad.
Yeah, I gave up coffee maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I thought I couldn't do it. I think it's a mental thing. So I switched and I just do tea all day and I love it. I do different types of tea, red tea, green tea, black tea.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
More antioxidants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Still
tea
getting
is it's amazing.
still getting water, less
And
And there
caffeine.
water,
is
yeah.
a little bit of caffeine, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still good.
a
Yeah.
little bit. Hmm.
Okay, another question from Joanna.
Hmm.
Would you rather be 1 month without sunscreen or 1 month without cleansing? It's a tricky question.
1 month without sunscreen because I could stay indoors.
Okay, so
Yeah, like me.
you don't really mind going out, right?
Nope, I'll be fine. I'll
Me
carry an
too.
umbrella. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I think cleansing is that step that's super, super important.
Yeah, it's super important.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember that I just like I started to take care of my skin like on my 20, I was like 23 years old, and like before that I did not used to like cleanse, like not even cleanse the
Yeah.
skin. It was just like water. I don't know how did I survive with that, but anyways. But now I cannot like live without skincare routine, like a full
Hmm.
skincare routine morning and night.
Yeah.
And sleeping with makeup, it's like a no for me as well. So cleansing, it's like
Oh God, no.
so
Yeah.
important.
I
So
tell everyone, do not fall asleep with makeup on. It's like the worst thing you can
yeah,
do.
that's right.
And this oil is going to be good to remove makeup too.
It does
Mm-hmm.
remove all makeup. Chemistry is interesting because in chemistry, like dissolves like. So oil cleansers actually work better
Mm-hmm.
to combat oil
Mm-hmm.
than
Mm.
something that has like water, right? Because water is based a water cleanser, water-based cleanser is really like has a drying surfactant in
Yeah.
it. Whereas with an oil cleanser, it's really super gentle, but it does the job. And sometimes people, after they first use it, they're like, well, I don't feel really clean.
That's what my clients say.
Right? I'm like, oh, I know I'm going to hear this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you are clean. You're just not stripped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not dry,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like that's what your skin is supposed to feel like. And sometimes what I'll do as after I do the cleanse on them, I'll have them feel their skin so that they understand
Mm-hmm.
that that's okay, right? Because they're so used to this feeling of like tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
I
Like
don't.
what we usually do, we do like double cleansing. We have
Hmm.
like a first like oil based cleanser or like creamy, and then we do like more a soap cleanser
Hmm.
later. I guess like with the oil cleanser,
Hmm.
you don't need to double cleanse.
No,
Whereas,
the oil cleanse actually, if someone wanted to double cleanse, what I have them do is use a micellar water
uh
Mm-hmm.
to
huh,
take off pigment first
Oh,
and
nice.
then do the oil cleanse as their primary or their second cleanse.
got
We
it.
skip the whole water based gel foam.
I need to try that and
You
see if
should
I
try
like.
it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of the oil cleanser because of the lashes as well. But
It will break down some of the glue. You just have to
so
kind of avoid the area.
yeah, I have
Yeah.
to avoid the area.
Yep.
Yes. But I
But it's
like,
worth
I
it.
like, I like oil cleansers. I like massaging with oil cleansers.
Yeah.
My clients in this case, because I don't, I don't do self massage on me.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, I don't have this habit. I know
Hmm.
Joanna does it
Yeah.
every every day.
I
She,
think yeah, every single
does
day.
her
Yeah.
like cleansing, massaging her face. But yeah, I don't. I'm always like in a rush, and
See?
I do. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
know.
That's
I
what I'm
understand.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
No.
always in a rush and I just want to get done with it. It's not like
Hmm.
a ritual, like you said, right? Like doing
Hmm.
a ritual with massage. And,
Yep.
anyways.
I think most people are like that,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. I think it's when you're so tired from the day. You're like, I just want to get this done. I want to lay down or do whatever. So, what I end up doing is I put my cleansing oil on. I go turn on the TV, whatever I'm binge watching at the time, and I sit there and I do a 5 or 10 minute massage.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll do LED with it, like a red
Mm-hmm.
light therapy. But I find that if I'm focused on something else, all of a sudden 5, 10 minutes has gone by really quickly. But if I was sitting in the bathroom doing it, I wouldn't have spent
Uh-huh.
that time. So, I'm kind of multitasking a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but I am spending more time doing that massage.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
It's a good tip.
Hmm.
Very
See,
good.
Joanna, I can like also do a business meeting while doing like massage, talking to her,
There you
right?
go.
Yeah.
They need
Uh,
Joanna needs to teach us to do a massage because we don't know.
yeah.
You know how to do in the other.
No, I know how to do,
I don't know
but I
how to do.
just yeah, I know how to do like
I understand,
massage,
but I.
but I'm just lazy. I'm like
Uh,
I'm lazy to do massage on
Eliana's like, I'll
myself.
be honest.
yeah.
But I can't wait to try your oil oil cleanser
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure. Awesome. Do you have any other questions for
No,
her?
I'm only think about. I don't like makeups because I don't
Mhm.
like to remove them.
Mhm.
So it's good to have a oil to remove. So
Yeah. Yeah, you wouldn't need any kind of micellar or anything. You could just go straight in with the oil cleanse. I only if I'm like wearing mascara will I
Mm-hmm.
use the micellar first to take that off and then
hmm
I'll do the oil cleanse. But I'm the same. I don't like to hide my skin. I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. It
I
just
don't
feels
like either.
heavy to me and if I am working or I don't know, it's a lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially if in this treatment room I have the steamer on.
hmm
Then I definitely don't want anything on my skin.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
If I go to monastery, like what would be a facial that I would recommend for like a first time
For a
for
first
me?
time,
For me.
for you.
For me.
Well, I think you should get the everything facial.
Everything facial.
Yeah, we do like a basic signature facial that kind of just checks all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You have your cleanse, you have your extractions, you have a massage, you have a mask, you have LED, right? But then, you can kind of add things to it. You can do microcurrent, you can do dermaplaning, you can do gua sha. And a lot of times we have clients who are like, can I get them all? So
So
we
this is the
created the everything
oh the
facial.
everything
Oh, nice.
everything.
Exactly. So that you can do a little bit of everything
Mm-hmm.
and feel, you leave there and you're like, I didn't miss out on anything.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's a great way to kind of really treat yourself.
I need to. I'm being
Mhm.
so busy. I need to go there. Get a
I know.
facial
I
with
find
you.
time to come see you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you need to
You
do.
need
find
to
time
come
too.
see me.
Yeah.
And I live in San Francisco.
What?
I live in San Francisco. I am going to schedule an
Uh-huh.
appointment
I
while
think you
Joanna is
should.
out. She's gonna be jealous, but it's okay.
I
I'll go.
would
I
like to
promise.
go with
Yeah,
you.
you're gonna go
So
with
we're gonna
me
go
instead of
together.
Joanna. Yes, yes.
I know. Joanna was planning for you guys to come together,
Yeah.
but
But now she's gonna be like 1 month
I
Uh-huh.
in
know. You
Yeah.
Brazil, so
can't wait a
like
month.
No.
no.
You
I
can come
mean,
back a second time with
after
her.
this meeting, like how I'm gonna like wait. I need to go try the
Exactly.
brands,
Yeah.
the
It
spa, the
really
everything.
is something kind of to experience it in the treatment room. Today,
Mhm.
I had a client who actually is an esthetician in New York who is carrying our products. And
Mm.
she basically just said, I'm just going to fly out there and experience a facial and, the way that it's done at the
Mhm.
studio because she thought it would inspire her to understand the products better. And it was great. And I thought, this is when I go and travel, I have facials because I like to see what other people
Uh-huh.
are doing and how they're doing it and what they're incorporating because I think it makes you better at what you do, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait.
Joanna loves to do this.
Yeah, she
Try a
Yeah,
lot
loves.
of
We
things.
just
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
good.
we just like not have we don't have like enough time to like go like together because
Mhm.
like one have to be like in the
Yeah.
office and a lot of things going on. But
Mhm.
since Joanna is out, I'll take I'll take
We're
Patricia with me.
gonna be together there.
Okay.
You have a day off, Ileana, don't you?
Sunday.
Yeah, me too.
Sunday.
I'll come in just for you. I'll make a
No,
special
no,
trip
I
in
will
just for
make
you.
time. No, of course I can block myself in
Yeah.
the schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll get you in.
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming
of
in. It was a
course.
pleasure.
Of
Big
course.
pleasure.
Yes. Hope to see you soon in
Yes.
monastery, and then of course you're coming to
Yeah,
our spa.
yeah. Thank you
So
for having
We,
me.
we
yeah,
would like to try all of this. Yeah.
yes,
Absolutely. I'm going to leave you the samples and you can
yeah.
try them.
Thank
Thank you
And let
so
me know
you.
what you
much
think.
to
Of
Yes.
be here
course,
with
of
Yes.
us.
course.
So we are finishing up our coffee with aesthetics now, and Yeah, see you next time. Bye,
See
guys.
you.
Have a great night.